I prefer to be true to myself, even at the hazard of incurring the ridicule of others, rather than to be false and to incur my own abhorrence. It is easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. I prayed for 20 years but received no answer until I prayed with my legs. Where justice is denied, where poverty is enforced, where ignorance prevails, and where any one class is made to feel that society is an organized conspiracy to oppress, rob, and degrade them, neither persons nor property will be safe. The white man's happiness cannot be purchased by the black man's misery. I would unite with anybody to do right and with nobody to do wrong. It is not light that we need but fire, it is not the gentle shower but thunder we need, the storm, the whirlwind and the earthquake. Knowledge makes a man unfit to be a slave. A battle lost or won is easily described, understood and appreciated, but the moral growth of a great nation requires reflection as well as observation to appreciate it. If there is no struggle, there is no progress. Power concedes nothing without a demand. It never did, and it never will. I expose slavery in this country, because to expose it is to kill it. Slaves are generally expected to sing as well as to work. I didn't know I was a slave until I found out I couldn't do the things I wanted. I prefer the honest poverty of freedom to the corrupt affluence of slavery. I appeared this evening as a thief and robber. I stole this head, these limbs, this body from my master and ran off with them. The limits of tyrants are prescribed by the endurance of those whom they oppress. I have observed this in my experience of slavery, that whenever my condition was improved, instead of its increasing my contentment, it only increased my desire to be free. It is not enough to be quietly non-racist, we must be loudly anti-racist. Once you learn to read, you will be forever free. I have often sung to drown my sorrow, but seldom to express my happiness. A man's character always takes its hue more or less from the form and color of things about him. Find out just what any people will quietly submit to, and you have found out the exact measure of injustice and wrong which will be imposed upon them. Without a struggle, there can be no progress. A little learning indeed may be a dangerous thing, but the want of learning is a calamity to any people. We need the storm, the whirlwind and the earthquake.